Kia ora, this is Arun Jacob, your friendly and frank licensed New Zealand immigration advisor, coming live from my office in Hamilton, New Zealand, like every week. This has now become a twice a week routine for me to come online and come live on Facebook and also on YouTube and speak to all of you aspiring people who would like to consider coming to New Zealand, either on a temporary or on a more permanent basis. As I stated, I'm a licensed immigration advisor, and that is my license. And so that you guys can all take a look. And I also have a copy of that right there on the wall. So, yeah, as per law, I'm supposed to show my credentials as a licensed immigration advisor, and which is what I've done. So, for the last many years, it's almost been 16 years for me now in this industry. My team and I, we have been helping people to move to New Zealand. Some come to study and then go back to their countries, or some come to want to migrate permanently and stay here. So we work with all kinds of clients from different parts of the world, and it's been very exciting. It's been very good work because we are not only looking at the betterment of our individual clients, but we're also I think strongly working for the growth of New Zealand as a country because New Zealand, which is also the country where I live now and which is my country, is trying very hard to attract good global talent from different parts of the world, and we want to build a solid economy here. So there is always a good match between good skills and needs in New Zealand. So that's what we have been doing and been very successful, and that's why I'm doing these live sessions to be able to uh, uh, you know uh, clear your doubts directly from the horse's mouth, so to speak. And so please go ahead and ask your questions. And as always, while we are waiting, I want to make an announcement that starting from now, right now, all students who are coming to New Zealand through AJV will get a free post-study work visa process done after successful completion of your course. So, after you complete your course, you need to apply for something called the post-study work visa, open, and you will need to go through an immigration process for that. And it's not a terribly complex process, but it is still good to have some professional help. And as a company, we at AJV have decided that we're going to offer the free processing of all post-study work visas for all our students who are coming to New Zealand after completion of your course. This is the open post-study work visa. And not only will we help you with a free process for that, we also will talk to you after the completion of your course, do a one-to-one session and guide you through what you need to do next after completing your course and what jobs to look for, what positions to look for, what salary to look for, so on and so forth. So we intend to not only offer a free post-study work visa process, of course, you need to pay the immigration department charges, but from our side, we will not charge anything. And also give you very clear guidelines as to what jobs to look for, where to look for, how to look for, and what position and salary and all those kinds of things, which will hopefully help you to eventually move towards further work visas or to the resident visa as well. So, anyway, so that's a free offer we've decided we're going to make, and also help our students with templates of CVs and cover letters and networking with some of our existing students. So if you're planning to come to New Zealand, please consider coming through AJB because we offer a lot of support to our students. And that could be the critical difference between success and failure because a lot of students land in New Zealand without any support. The companies they work with, the agencies they work with, once you get your visa, they'll say bye bye and that's it. But for us, our relationship with you actually starts once you land in New Zealand. And of course, before that, also, we will help you with your admission visa. So please decide to work with AJB and we will stay very committed to your success. All right, thanks. Some questions have started coming in, and I'm going to now will start reading them out. And quite a few people have joined in and saying hello. So yeah, hi guys. And then there is the first question is from Mohammed Altamash Ansari. I have scored 6.5 bands overall. 7 in listening, 6.5 reading, 6 speaking, 5.5 writing. 12th percentage is 76.4. 10th is 78.6. In my graduation, I have scored around 65%. Can I get colleges for MBA? Mohammed, I suspect your one score is less, which is required for your 5.5 in writing may not be enough to get into MBA, yes. For to get into a MBA, which is at a level 9, you'll need to get a 6.5 with no band score lower than 6. So unfortunately, you may not be qualifying for an MBA, Mohammed. Um, but there could be other options, because it's not always that you have to look at a master's. In fact, yesterday I had an interesting conversation with another person in New Zealand who spoke to me. He's not one of our students. He okay, his wife came, I think, through some other agency, and he was speaking to me, and he said his wife is finding it very difficult to do the masters, because it's quite significantly challenging at the master's level. So maybe while I know you're looking at an MBA, maybe we can connect with you and suggest some other courses for which you might be eligible, and which are not at the same level, but which might still give you the same outcome that you're looking for, which is to be able to get a post study work visa and hopefully pick up work. So do connect with the team, Mohammed. But right now, looking at your overall IELTS, because of that 5.5 in writing, you will not be eligible to apply for an MBA. Okay. Okay, Herman Williams asks, can I come and study at New Zealand right at PUC, which means 11th? Absolutely, Herman. In fact, recently I was at a conference in Auckland. I was there for a 3-day conference, and I met a lot of high schools and primary schools from New Zealand. That conference was very strongly orientated towards high schools and primary schools promotion to international students. And I spent 3 days there, and I was speaking to a lot of very senior people from all these schools and colleges. In fact, we've now officially tied up with one of the best schools in the country called Auckland Grammar School, which is very famous and quite difficult to get into. And we've also tied up with a lot of very good high schools and primary schools across New Zealand. And it's going to be one of our focus areas this year to start promoting New Zealand schools as well to international students. So absolutely, I think you can come at the 11th. So in New Zealand, it will be your 11th would be the equivalent of year 11. Then you will do 12, and you will do year 13, and then go into university. And if you work with us, we'll be able to create that continuous pathway and journey for you, not just with your year 11 or and from high school, but we'll also ensure that we walk you through the rest of the journey if you want to join university after completing your high school. And there could be a possibility. There could be a possibility that one of your parents may be able to accompany, even if they cannot. We will absolutely help all high school students to find the right accommodation, stay with the responsible people, and all those kinds of things will be taken care of along with the school as well. So if anybody is out there listening to us, listening to my broadcast right now, and wondering, hey, look, I would like to send my children for school, yeah, please talk to us, connect with our team, and we definitely can help. Cool. Okay. Muhammad has also, right. There is Prabin Gare. This is an inquiry from YouTube. He's got a query from YouTube. And Prabin asks, hello, sir. My academic percent is 50 and IELTS score 5.5. And I'm looking for hospitality management. Is it possible? Praveen, again, like I said, I mean, your percentage is a little low, but then I guess if you're not going into a very high level, you could possibly look at it. With a 5.5, you might have to do a 2-year course to do a 4 and 5, the level 4 and 5 in hospitality management. That is your only option, because with a 5.5, you will not be able to go into a level 7. So I think you can look at a 4 and 5 level in hospitality management. And we are aware of some very good courses in hospitality management at those levels. So, yeah, there is a possibility if you're willing to do a 2-year course. So connect with our team and we will take it forward from there. And for all you guys who are watching on YouTube, a lot of you leave queries, but then you don't leave your contact numbers and details. And it becomes very difficult for us to connect with you, because unlike Facebook, where once you leave a message, we can kind of connect with you through inbox messages and all that. Through YouTube, we frankly have no clue how to connect with you guys, because a lot of times you also have very different names on YouTube. So it's very difficult to guess who you are. So if you're serious about doing this, if you're serious about working with a good company, yeah, just connect back with us on Facebook. In fact, everybody who is on watching on YouTube right now, please join us live on Facebook. It is facebook.com facebook.com/NZ Immigration Advisor. That is the page where this is coming live right now. So please join us there and leave your messages. And not only will I answer, but also our team can connect back with you again and kind of continue the conversation. But if you're not able to join Facebook, at least leave your number in YouTube, and we'll pick it up from there. Thanks, guys. Okay, there is a guy. There is Ramez Rahil from YouTube asking, "Can you tell me about the professional accounting course level 7 at MIT and the opportunities for accountants in New Zealand?" I hope you'll reply for this. Yeah, Ramez, I actually made a video which I just shared in our Facebook group, by the way, about accountants. I mean, like accountants are always in demand in most places across the world, and because like they say, there is always going to be a demand for lawyers, accountants, priests. So these are some of the core professions anywhere around the world. The course choice the level 7 is a good level, so that's good. MIT is a fantastic institution. It stands for Manukau Institute of Technology. It is a government-owned and operated institution, so quality is good. And overall, the outcomes for students who've been to MIT have also been pretty good. Opportunities in New Zealand, yes, I think there are reasonable and decent opportunities in New Zealand. Like I said, I actually made one full video on what are all the possibilities after doing a course. And I think if I quickly look at, if you go to that video, you will see I've listed out all the different positions and categories you can look at. But I can quickly talk about it and bring it up for you guys. So, if you're planning to do a course in accounting, you can obviously look at working as an accountant or an auditor or an accounts officer or a finance manager, and so a payroll officer. So, these are some of the opportunities that you can look at if you're doing a course in accounting. But as I keep saying, the most important thing is you need to keep getting continuous advice even after you reach New Zealand. So, if you work with AJV, we will be there to keep guiding you and also connect you with some of our previous students and clients who have done accounting courses and are now settled into this position. So you will also get some first-hand knowledge from them. So if you're not, as I will concentrate on studying, yes, Saurabh, if you're coming for a course which is at level 8 or above,